Most buyers assume that the biggest house is often the best, and honestly, I can understand why. It means more square footage, more bedrooms, more bathrooms, bigger space overall, and just more luxury feel and upgrades. But after touring through hundreds of homes in Southwest Florida, I've come to realize that that's not always the case, especially when you're getting into high-end luxury waterfront communities like Vivid Shores, where I'm at right now, in which you're not only just paying for the house, but you're paying for the lifestyle. And I'm talking about better entertainment spaces, more outdoor space, and better views. And sometimes even a lot of features that you might not even use. So today we're going to be putting that to the test. We're going to be touring 3 different models from 2 different builders inside of one of Bonita Springs' hottest new luxury waterfront communities. And we're going to start with one of the more attainably priced Pulte homes and work our way up in size and luxury to a beautifully done and upgraded stock home. And by the end of this video, we're going to answer one question, and that is, which home would I be choosing if I actually planned on living here? And I maybe might, who knows? So let's go find out. Hey everybody, I'm Duffy, your local Southwest Florida realtor, and on this channel I help people understand what it's actually like living in Bonita Springs, Estero, Naples, or anywhere else in Southwest Florida. Whether you're relocating from up north, buying a second home, looking into new construction, or just figuring out where you fit best in Southwest Florida, you're in the right place. And today we're going to be touring 3 very different models inside of Vivid Shores in Bonita Springs. So let's jump into this. All right, so we're driving into the community now. We're on this real nice long straight. And before we start checking out these homes, it's a really good time to talk about why so many people are interested in gravitating towards Vivid Shores. And one thing that immediately stands out is how this community feels so different and unique from a lot of new construction that's happening in Southwest Florida. Typically, you go into an entrance, it's right off the road, feels very congested. The community might be a cleared field, so it just kind of lacks a little bit of that water character. And honestly, this community is so different. It still feels like you're close to everything because it's an amazing spot in Southwest Florida, especially Bonita Springs. But you still have that little bit of part of old Florida, just kind of the wildlife. Feels like you're a little bit out there. This community was absolutely designed around water. And I'm talking beautiful lakes, outdoor living, boating opportunities, resort-style amenities, and really a lifestyle that feels much more connected to the outdoors. So when people picture moving to Florida, this is definitely what they imagine. That morning coffee overlooking the water, afternoon sunsets, just kind of enjoying the views. And that's why today's comparison is so important, because each and every one of these homes gives you a very different vision and experience for that lifestyle in Southwest Florida. So we're getting pretty close. Let's go drive in. I'll meet you at the first house. So we're outside our first home right here, and this one is a Brixton floor plan. It is a 3 to 4 bed, optional den, 3 bath, really nice single family home, right around 2,300 square feet. And it's really interesting because when you think of entry-level luxury, you often think of compromises. Smaller ceilings, less room, less upgrades, just kind of that entry-level feel. But it's really interesting because right away, just looking around, I don't get that feeling at all. The landscaping is really tight. You have this beautiful porch swing right off the front. It's incredibly high entryway, and everything just feels really new and really polished. So the question really becomes is, what are you giving up? And we're about to find out for what you get for this home compared to the next 2 as we jump up step by step. So let's go check this guy out. So we just stepped into Brixton, and my first impressions are just wow. If you never told me the price of this home, I think we'd be stepping in $1 million plus home from the start. You have plenty of natural light. I love this entryway. Real nice brick finishes. And of course, we're in a model home, so everything's going to be done to the T's, but the flow is just awesome. And especially with homes like this, it's not exactly about the square footage. It's about how open the home is. What's the floor plan like? How open does the home actually feel? In this case, crazy high ceilings, amazing trays. Everything feels really good, at least just from walking in. So getting into the kitchen, it's a really, really good way to start it off, just because this is the kind of kitchen that should work for most buyers, if not all. Real nice open space. It's tied well with the living room, the high ceilings, the dining area. It's kind of the central command point of the home, so to speak. Really nice large island, and you have plenty of storage. Nice built-in pantry over there to the side. But I love the upper cabinets, the gas range, you have your wall oven and microwave. It's all just seamlessly tied. And if you're someone that loves entertaining or just having everyone hang out in a nice common space to have a good time, this is perfect for you. And with the Brixton, I just love how tied in and connected everything feels. You know, the kitchen's here, it flows seamlessly to the living room, to your outdoor lanai space. It just has a really good flow. It feels open. It doesn't feel too big or too crazy, but definitely not too tight. And then we're getting into the primary suite here, and it's an awesome space, beautifully done. It's not overwhelming in size. It's just kind of perfect. It gives you a lot of functionality. It looks good. Everything feels real nice in it. And it gives you plenty of space to be able to live here all the time and not feel like you're on your significant other's toes. All right, let's take a quick peek at the primary bath, and real cool what they're doing here. Real nice glass inserts. A lot of times we see that full glass, maybe it's closed off, maybe it's open, but it's nice. It's not too overbearing in size. The one downside that I could see for a lot of people, at least for my wife and myself, is sharing one closet, but it feels nice and big and open. And this also does have a really good built-in for organization, which sometimes can take up some space too. So getting into one of my favorite parts about Florida living is the outdoor space. And this is where the Florida lifestyle really comes into the equation. So this shows you even at a more entry-level price point, you still get a ton of coverage, high ceiling lanai, and you have the option for an extremely beautiful pool on water. Now, even at this price point, which I would say is a little north of $900,000 because you do have the water view in the pool, this home still gives you a ton from an entry-level standpoint, because you can get something on a different lot, maybe or maybe not a pool, for the mid $700,000 mark, which is a really good price point. Yeah, it just feels great out here, and it's one of the best homes that's more entry level, that gives you some of the best coverage. We saw a lot of these homes in the Place, in Verdana Village, and other communities. Of course, they're not as nice because they're not as updated. It's not the brand new Brixton. It's the older named same floor plan. But buyers always love it, especially coming from up north, because you get to take in the full effect of the Southwest Florida lifestyle. And little side tip, I'm going to sit on this little porch bench right now. Might take a nap. Feels pretty good for it. It's really comfy. And if you have the opportunity to put one of these in your front yard, do it. We have a little bit of overhang where we're at in the Place in our front. We have one. The kids love it. I think we use it weekly. It's just such a cool thing that's easy to do. You can DIY it, and it really just adds a lot of curb appeal and overall just fun when it comes to having a house. Now, if I had to describe the ideal buyer for this home, I would want to say someone coming to Southwest Florida that wants an amazing waterfront lifestyle that's offered in Vivid Shores, but doesn't completely destroy the budget. You still get everything amazing that comes with the community, and the home is still extremely functional, well presented, and gives you a really lot of flexibility when it comes to lifestyle and entertainment. Now let's jump into home number 2, which we're switching from Pulte Homes to higher level stock luxury development homes. I think you're going to see a difference. I hope you'll love it. Let's go check it out. So we've made it to home 2, and we've switched from Pulte Homes to stock luxury homes. And this is the kind of model where buyers stop crunching the numbers and start imagining their lifestyle here. This is where spaces start feeling more elevated, luxury is more redefined, and everything just feels more open and more breathable just in terms of lifestyle. Love this home. It's a darker gray. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, and we'll see with this front door right now. It is one of my favorite features on a home. It's probably a 400 to 500 pound solid metal iron door, which just adds that luxury feel. I love the heaviness. So walking in and first impression is just the entertaining spaces feel bigger. Everything feels just a little taller, higher details, more defined, and just a little bit livable. And this is where you really start getting awesome luxury, but without hitting the highest price point in the community. Now, taking a quick peek at the kitchen, this kitchen just feels more substantial. You have amazing design details. You have the waterfall tile on the island, the farmhouse sink, the refrigerator is blended in with the cabinetry. It's just the higher level details which make this an amazing space to not just cook, but to also just have gatherings, host holidays, do whatever you might. I love the wall oven options, and it's really nice too. You have a real nice kind of bonus, almost like a butler's pantry, little wine area too. So it's just really elevated, especially compared to coming from that previous home. And one thing I love about homes like this when you get into this price point is the flexibility they give you. This is a stock Sterling 4 floor plan, so it's going to give you 4 beds, a den flex space, which we're checking out right now, and you do have the ability to build another bonus room or den. And it's just really nice. It could be an extra bedroom, a hobby room. If you're me, it might be a music room. And it's just so nice, especially for buyers coming up from up north like we did, where you lose your basement and you really need the extra rooms and space. Awesome design cues. I love what they did with the wood accents, the lighting, the tray. I could definitely work here. Now this is where the biggest jump happens, and it's where your outdoor space becomes an even bigger part of the home. You have more entertainment space, potentially better views, and just more room to really have that perfect Southwest Florida outdoor backyard. Love what they did with the pool. It's awesome. The hot tub is facing that beautiful water view. You can see really nice built-in, 0 corner sliders, and an additional 4-door pocket slider, which is perfect for the colder months. Get some fresh air going. Love what they did with that outdoor kitchen that also matches the TV build out. And then hopping over here, coming from Ohio, I miss having bonfires all the time. So it's really cool to see a nice natural gas fire pit overlooking the water. Just perfect if you're hanging out and having a drink after a long day. And honestly, this is where a lot of buyers find their sweet spot if they're looking for this level of luxury, because you're still getting substantive upgrades that you wouldn't get in the lower level homes, but you're still not reaching the highest price point in the community, which we're going to get to shortly. All right, quick question, guys. Out of these 2 homes we just checked out, which one would you go with? Would you save money and go with the Brixton from Pulte, or would you go all out crazy, spend the extra $500,000 and end up in a home like this, which is the Sterling 4? Drop a note below in the comments. I'm curious. I would love to find out. For me, I'm going with the Sterling all day long. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel because I have so many more home tour videos coming your way. All right, now let's jump into the peak of what Vivid Shores offers in this next home. I think you're going to love it. All right, so we are outside our final home we're going to tour today. It is another stock development home. In this one, you can already tell it's operating on a different level before even walking in. It's 5,800 square feet. It is a Gardenia II floor plan, and it's the most expensive model they have open right now. And this is really the kind of home where you stop paying for the necessities and you start paying for the experience. It's the kind of home where someone's going to walk in and simply say, wow, now let's see if it's all worth it. And from the moment you walk in, everything just feels larger. The design spaces are greater, the lighting is amazing, the luxury just feels higher, and everything feels so much more intentional. And getting to the kitchen, it just doesn't feel like a kitchen anymore. This feels like a focal point, the centerpiece. You know, this is where you're spending the holidays together, making friendships, having a great time, cooking meals, and this kitchen spares no expense. The island is huge. It's probably double the size from the first home we saw. You have really nice integrated shelves within the cabinetry, beautiful gas range. Just like the last one, fridge is hidden in the cabinetry, and it just has a great flow and it feels like it's seamlessly tied to the great room and the rest of the home. I like back here, they kind of tuck away the pantry. That's a nice little build out. And then you have one of the half baths over here. Really good feel overall. And if that's just the kitchen, I can't wait to see the rest of this house. And headed to the primary bedroom bathroom now, but everywhere you look, the home just feels larger. The indoor-outdoor spaces are flawless. Everything just feels more focused on entertainment, and it really starts feeling like a private retreat. And this is where luxury just starts becoming obvious. I mean, the closet selections, the size, the design cues, the overall feel, and just the size of this master, this is where everything starts feeling really elevated. It's incredible, beautiful water view. I love the double doors that take you right outside from your bedroom, especially if you like a good cup of coffee in the morning like myself. And kind of similar to the last home, just feels like it's on its own separate wing here. You feel very secluded, very private being in your primary area. And the shower is just incredible. Huge floor to ceiling tile. Love the tub. Just a lot of really good space and a lot of really good design in this house. And here we've reached the backyard, the lanai, and honestly, this is where I see all the extra money being spent and probably justified. This is where it becomes less of just a backyard hangout and more of a pure entertainment oasis. I mean, this is just Florida living, Southwest Florida lifestyle on steroids. You have beautiful wood beam tray ceilings. I love what they did with the brick fireplace. Of course, you have your entry doors to the primary. The pool is top notch with the raised fire pit shelf over there, a couple steps, the seamless integration of the hot tub, and everything just feels larger even compared to the last home. You have more breathing room with the outdoor kitchen and a beautiful bar setup, and there's just no expense when it comes to the size. I mean, they have loungers spaced out extremely far here with room for even more. You could probably put 15, no problem. Just as a whole, this is the peak Southwest Florida backyard dream that a lot of buyers up north are dreaming of. So after checking out these three homes, which one would you pick? Would you choose the first home, which is an ultimate value, the second home, which acts as a great sweet spot, or the third home, which is all out luxury? There's no wrong choice. It's all dependent on the buyer and what you want for your lifestyle. That's why the comparison here is so important to check out. So if you're thinking about making the move to Bonita Springs, Estero, Naples, or anywhere in the Southwest Florida area, my team and I help people relocate here all the time. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just looking for the community that gives you a perfect fit, I'd love to help any way I can. Feel free to give me a call, text, email, whatever's easiest for you. All my information is in the description below. And if you enjoy these home tours, please give the channel a subscribe, because I have a lot more community tours, pros and cons, and neighborhood vlogs coming out. I'll see you in the next video.